Welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's been a while since we've been here. Last time we were here, you must have seen this. Kind of a sore topic, but we come inside here, turn the lights on. You see the lights are on right now. They got to warm up a little bit. But we have Ty's G here. Awesome. And then we have what I've neglected to talk about on this channel. And that is the 240. Bow, bow, bow. So, surprisingly, I still own it. Not surprising. It hasn't left the jack stands. I put it on. So, yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, but there's a reason. So I bought this welder thinking, I'm gonna learn how to weld. Well, I found out very quickly that I did not know how to weld, and I don't have the patience right now, and this also isn't my place to be putting a giant project. So I was like, man, I'm lost. I don't know what I'm doing. I got overwhelmed really fast, and the car has went nowhere. It's just sat here. Now, if you're like, oh, why'd you take the car for that spot of rust apart? Well, there's more. On the fuel door, the quarter arch, a little rocker here, and the most important part, my lack of frame rail. You see, that's the old frame rail. I did cut it there with intentions on welding a new one, but oh my god. Yeah. You guys can roast me and say whatever. I know I'm not a good welder. This car taught me that. I definitely need more time with a welder, and maybe not a welder from Harbor Freight, but I attempted it. Now I know I'm not a good welder. This car probably could be saved, maybe one day, but it's not in my budget. So, if you guys remember, we picked up Coupe Shell. I don't exactly know where this video is going, but I figured I'd address the elephant in the room. Yeah, it hasn't moved. I'm a typical 240 guy. I take stuff apart, don't put it back together. Oh well, get over it. I still have the rear end. I still have everything I took off this car. I still have my knuckles, my tow arm, my traction arm, my axles. My welded diff grew legs and walked away, so I don't know where that is. But I still got the brakes I want to rebuild. Still got a zinc. I don't even know if you guys seen this. I got a full zinc bolt kit for this thing. My fuel pump. This thing has sat so long, it started getting a little moldy, and it's so sad. Yeah. A lot of miles. Yeah. So what you guys probably don't know is how many 240s I've actually bought to try to piece that one together. That is also a touchy subject because you can only buy so much rusty cars before you realize that the rusty cars just have a problem. Like this one. This one is what I believe. I know it looks far gone, but I believe it's savable. This one I bought for pretty cheap. It was a roller. Took the rear subframe out of it to get built. I don't exactly remember what happened to that subframe, but I don't have it anymore. I think I sold it. But this is a hatch. It's definitely savable rust-wise. Like, I think the major part of this car's rust is on the frame rail where they typically rot. But like the rear quarter section, obviously way better than my other hatch. It's showing little signs there. Let's see. Oh yeah, I pulled the cluster out to sell it too. But yeah, it's gotten a little worse. There's that hole. don't think there's any holes in the floorboard. Yeah. This car is rough, too. I'm not saying it's perfect by any means, but this one might be savable. It's easier to replace parts than rust is what I've found out, so anything's better than nothing, you know? This quarter's smashed out. I don't know if I said this already, but it was a dual cam car, so that's cool. I want a dual cam one day. But so there's this car. This car's name is Kevin. And you're like, yeah, you bought another car to save it. I can see it. We're in the trees now, and look what we see. A half cut. Bro, get. So, yeah, there's that half cut. That half cut has a really cool story. If you guys are watching this, there's a high chance you guys know Prison Mike. This is actually the rear half of the car he cut apart for his rear quarter panel that's on his car now. This is the remains of it, and I feel really bad for just like getting it and then just storing it back here. I cut the rear frame rails off of it for mine, but I messed up cutting them up, and it's kind of just like I kind of wasted them. I feel really bad, but I learned from it. I'm not gonna do that again. But yeah, that's what that car's off of. Next to Kevin, we have the front half of that car. Whoa. We have the front half of this car. I don't exactly know what I'm gonna do with this. This is probably just scrap metal. Not good windshield. Does this have a good windshield? I need a windshield. Oh, no, this one's cracked too. So, 2 shells. Unfortunately, that's still not the case. What's up? You got another one. Like I said, I know I may have a 240 problem, but this problem doesn't hurt nobody. So like, they're just sitting around. They're cool. This one I bought for like, I think it was under $700, and it came with a bunch of 240 parts. Someone tubbed this car, but then the rust got the best of this one too. Yeah, it's just kind of a pile of parts now. This one also has a cracked windshield. That's not good. Also just a pile of parts. Surely I stopped at 3 though, right? I promise this is the last one I bought to try to fix my other car. So I bought 1.5, 2, 3, 4 cars. 4 cars to fix one. And unfortunately that wasn't the case. But yeah. I have someone coming to pick this shell up tomorrow actually, so we can recoup some money back, because man, buying all these 240s is not cheap. And this is a good front end. He's not even buying it for the front end. He's buying it for the rear quarter. But yeah, I do have a problem for sure. I need to slim down the section of cars at my friend's house, because I feel really bad for him. I store too many cars here. They've sat and done nothing for way too long. And yeah, I definitely have a problem with buying junk cars. They're all the same junk. But yeah, so just wanted to get that out of the way. I learned my lesson. Get good at welding before you take on a huge project, which I don't know, kind of just jumped head first in and then found out. But you live and learn. Yeah, so we're gonna go back into the pole barn and see what we're gonna do today. I didn't even mention the hoard of parts I have from these cars anymore. I've sold off a lot of my collection of them, and honestly, I hate to go back there, but I need to this spring and re-inventory everything and actually start posting stuff for sale and try to get it sold better. I just kind of like got lazy with them and whatnot, but After I get one together, then I'll feel better with selling the parts I have because I don't know what parts I need to make one of them run. But yeah, like I said, that was my issue. I've learned from it. If you can learn one thing from me, don't jump headfirst into a huge project and not have the storage for it, the place for it, the tools for it, the funds for it, or the knowledge for it. I learned we're gonna do smaller projects now and work our way up to hopefully one day having our own place to build cars and do fun things. And yeah, Ty's still at work right now. I got let off early today because there wasn't much to do at the shop, but kudos to him. He's been working on this car off and on now. He had a wing trunk that someone took the wing off of at the junkyard, and he had holes in his trunk. And he started using my welder for it, and he got pretty good results just for a quick weld job. He didn't blow through that much. This corner is a little iffy because there was rust, and it's hard to weld rust, but yeah. But I'm going to quit jabbering. I'm just going to put my phone's music on, and I'm just going to go ham and see what I get done today. And if this is the end of the video, I'm sorry. I just wanted to tell a story real quick. That's where this car's went. It won't be back on the road for a long time. I promise that. This car's out of commission. It ain't ever driving again. It sucks to say, but you gotta move on at one point, you know. But one day I will have a hatch. One day I will have a hatch. Coupes are cool. I'm not complaining. I like the coupe. But I will have a hatch one day. So, yeah, I'm just going to put the music on and start cleaning. I forgot to pick up the camera last night, but until it's the next day, Ty's out of work, and we got his Volvo here last night. If you come open the shop now, you can actually see a little bit more. Lights got to warm up again, but hey, what is this? We can walk. Yeah, I got bored, so I started just cleaning the shop up a little bit. The lights really don't want to work right now, but yeah, we got some more area to work with now, which is pretty cool. And I still didn't start working on this thing yet, and now it looks like a shelf, but might do that today. Might just end up going to the junkyard. The guy is on the way to pick up the shell right now, so probably gonna get that loaded up and then figure out what we're doing with today. Gonna be doing something though. Definitely scatterbrains. I'm always scatterbrained, so we might be driving to Florida in a minute. We'll find out. Who knows? We're at the junkyard right now, and yeah, a little time frame in the middle, but we went from selling that 240 to my buddy Ben, and now we are an hour away at a scrapyard. I knew they had the Z because I pulled this rear crash bar off for my buddy, and kind of want to get the hatch, but it's not going to fit in his car. And it's got some good fenders on it still, but it's auto. But we did just pull the core support off for my car. And yeah, so we're going to go get this and hopefully it fits in the car. But so we just got that core support and the other piece of the core support and the crash bar, and picked it all up for like $107. So that's a great deal because usually they're like $500 and nobody wants to come off that price. So I can make the Z's front end straight again since Shane hit me. Yeah, don't drive with Shane, guys. But yeah, we're gonna go get some food, and I think we're gonna go maybe to another junkyard. Yeah. We got Ty with us now.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna go eat first though, because I'm getting hungry. You guys probably didn't see this one coming, but I forgot to film an outro. So we did end up going to the junkyard, the next junkyard, but they didn't have anything cool really. They had an EG hatch and a EF hatch, but that was about it. Yeah, so we did end up going back to ties, that'll be a different video. My tripod is at the shop right now, so I didn't feel like going to get it, but I needed to film an outro. So if you guys like the video, want to see more 240 content, Z content, like and subscribe, and catch you guys in the next one. Thank you.